Good afternoon, this is James with Michelangelo Plumbing. Today we are here for Locker Realty at 1851 Topock Street, Glendale, California, 91204. We are currently doing a post sewer inspection, post jetting and D-scale sewer inspection. Now we're going to go ahead and run our camera out through these back cleanouts, which we had to dig up and install correctly, as well as the right size. The previous plumbing team company had installed them inadequately. We're here at the back of the building. Alright, so here we are at our 4-inch clean out. We're going to go ahead and zero our camera out and start running our camera towards the city connection. Here we have ABS that we installed. Here is the transition, the 4x6 transition. This is where the vitreous clay starts. Here you can see we have a heavy separation on that clay joint. This is a fair joint here. Here's another joint. You do have heavy roots. Most of the roots were removed. However, you can only do so much just from the extent and thickness of the roots. We're going to keep going down, and this is what we need to inspect coming up ahead. The crew advised that there was some heavy damage at the saddle. Here we have a heavy offset at the top of the 45. 45 is the connection going into the saddle. It has root intrusions and is heavily offset. We're going to jump over that. That is the sewer line for the city. Here's the connection which the customer is responsible for. As you can see, it is completely compromised and in danger of immediate collapse. We were hoping it wouldn't be this bad, but unfortunately there's going to be some additional work necessary. There is nothing holding the pipe. Basically the roots were holding it together. However, it was preventing proper flow from upstream. Alright, we're going to go ahead and pull the camera back. We're just viewing everything we already viewed. I'm going to go ahead and go up the riser now, pull the camera out, and we're going to go upstream and inspect the line going into the building. Here's our upstream clean out. This is a blowhorn setup. This is the upstream. We're going to go ahead and zero our camera out here. Alright, and we're going to start going upstream. Here is our ABS to cast iron transition. As you can see, it's a lot smoother. Unfortunately, the camera doesn't level itself out, but as you can see, the top of the screen here, that's the trail run, or where the wastewater and material runs. Now that we descaled it and removed the buildup, you can see that there's pits and it's very thin wall. So here we have a little pit where bottom of the pipe is missing. That's just dirt. Here's another pit here where the bottom of the pipe is missing. And again, I'm talking about the top of the screen because the camera is currently inverted. Alright, here we have an entry point for the first toilet and another worn area on the bottom at approximately 12 o'clock. So far, the good news is that the pipe can be lined. However, we will need to use a dam cutter to avoid having to open a hole inside of the building and disturbing the tenants or occupants. That way we can cut the entry point for that toilet from the outside. Alright. Again, pipe is looking a lot smoother than it was originally. And here, those little pits, again, the top of the monitor, top of the screen, that's thin and worn pipe. Now that we have the hole open, is the optimal time to do a liner going upstream. Otherwise, it would have to be excavated in the future. And this, it is old original cast iron, and it is subject to heavier damage since all that oxidation has been removed and the actual pipe wall is going to be in use. However, now that it's shaved, one, less likely for material to get caught on the wall, and possible to do a liner and prevent more extensive costs and repairs in the future going upstream. Here, as you can see on the about 1 or 2 o'clock position, right about here on the right side, the pipe is cracked on the top right corner, about, again, 1 or 2 o'clock position. You can see it, that little black line zigzagging, that's a crack in the cast iron piping. Still running further, and it ends about, no, it still continues. Same position, same area, to about this joint, it looks like. We still have a crack running along the top. You can see that black zigzag. And running along the right, 1 to 2 o'clock position again. This pipe is cracked. So yes, the cast iron is going to need a liner to prevent any further damage. And again, the top of the monitor screen recording is the trail run where all the fluids and waste run. The monitor is just inverted. And this concludes our sewer inspection. I'm going to go ahead and pull back the camera, and I'm going to take the microphone off. We've already inspected the entire run. This is the juncture where it ties into that front building bathroom grouping. Here we are again at our cleanouts, and this concludes our sewer inspection.